You smell what the fuck is cooking? Flock up and flock off. Not you stick around because it's about to go down. You know, Flock, one of the most energetic idiot in the Eagleverse on a Maniac Monday. It's going crazy in here, bro. It's about as crazy as CJGJ. Is you kidding me? This dude is flocking nuts, bro. He definitely speaks Maniacanese. And I'm with all of the ifs and dishes. Like, is you kidding me? Dude, like, you don't know what the flock he's talking about, but you know what the flock he's talking about. Stop playing with that, man. But we're going to get into a little bit of that here on a Maniac Monday. What else we got for our flock docs, man? Because, you know, we need this therapy in full effect right now because we are just, what? 4 days away from football. We got flock versus flock. Flock versus... You know what I'm saying? Like, what? It's house, we outside. Oh, man, we are so close to this, man. And we're so close to this season. It's getting underway, and things are heating up. Camp is going crazy. We got a little bit of Vic Fangio. We got a little bit of CJGJ. We got camp things going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And we're doing all of that. Before we get into any of that, we're going to get the nest keeping out of the way. Please like and subscribe. If you bought that Fly Eagles Fly, drop a comment in that box if you flying with the flock. Let's fly. Do remember, join that Maniac thing notification. You hit that bell. You get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. But while that's the Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds your good vibes. Fly, go fly skies. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. I think I just went there. I think I might have left and came back just now. Whoa, it's crazy though, man. So first things first, let's get the BS out of the way because you know I like to end on a good note. I can't believe it's like, yo, this is crazy. If you The Olympics are going wild right now. Speaking of Olympics, dude, like, wait, before we get anything, anywhere, dude, Jalen Alexander the Great Hurts, Jalen 100-meter hurdles headed to the Olympics. You'll see the commercial, bro. Our boys out here doing big things, man. It's nuts. Like, it's just wild to me to even contemplate 4 years from now, Jalen Hurts getting a gold medal, but we got a lot of things to take care of before that, if you know what the flock I mean. But enough of that. This volleyball is going wild right now. Like, this American team is nuts. USA, let's go. Like I told you, man, it's the USA Eagles, man. All of the teams are called the Eagles. It's wild. Like, we are the real America's team. Is you flocking kidding me? What is they talking about? Some bow boys, man. Look, man, I done lost my damn nose. I went to the top of 2021, like, over here. What's going on over here, man? So, yeah, dude. First things first, let's get the BS out of the way. That wanted the I word that we've been evading so long. Actually, we don't know, but the two CJs left practice earlier today. We're talking CJGJ and Cam Jurgens. So we're gonna know more about that tomorrow, say around noontime after practice, whatever, man. But hope all is good. I hope it's just, you know, maybe cramps. It wasn't even a hot day. Who knows, man? Just, you know, just revving up, maybe took a step too far. I don't know, but let's just hope it's nothing. Maybe they were just trying to get some other guys some reps. I didn't hear about anything crazy. Didn't hear about anybody going down. Bunch of people there, and no one wants to put it out there. And I imagine that if it was something, if it was a big deal, it would have been out there by now. But the other thing is, yeah, I just had some salsa and guac. Shh, don't tell nobody. But yeah, we got Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio, during his press, you could tell that this dude, he wants inside linebackers, and it doesn't seem like he thinks we're at where we need to be to get it going this season. It could just be gamesmanship. He could just be talking how we talking, and that's just the way he talks, or it could be a big deal. And like he just said it straight out, point blank, simple and plain. Like, yo, you need inside linebackers to have good defenses in the NFL nowadays. There's so much space available in the middle of that field with so many guys being faster, stronger, better, whatever you want to call it. But inside linebackers are paramount to the operation of a good defense, at least as far as he sees it. And we haven't heard anything about anybody stepping up. We did hear, no, actually, we're hearing that Jeremiah Trotter Jr. might be stepping up, trying to take the reins on that thing. A lot of people have heard already right now that the Covey Dean got shook at his boots twice by Kenny Sweet Feet Music, Kenny G with the Sweet Feet Music. On your boy. Why is Brazil going crazy, man? Did they come back and take this set, bro? USA was killing this. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. I'm a maniac. Y'all know this is how this thing goes, man. But anyway, we just signed a new linebacker. Basically to temper the responsibilities of Oren Burks. The things that he was going to do. A lot of people are saying that, you know, this is just a cam body, a special teams body, things along those lines. A veteran from Jacksonville, Shaquille Quarterman. Hope he could get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that was the signing. And, yeah, we're just hoping that everything's going well with Cam Jurgens and CJGJ. And Vic Fangio, he wants linebackers. We got to figure out a way to get him. Because if we see how we busting the stupid dope moves, making any moves in this offseason or before the season begins, I'm thinking it would probably be in that linebacker room, especially if we're listening to, we're just following the tea leaves of where Vic Fangio is going with these things. So, He's just an amazing dude. I'm loving the way he sounds, and I'm hearing that the defense is performing well, but I'm also hearing every day the defense is getting blown out by the offense. They're saying it's like neck and neck. I mean, I guess you really can't tell in camp this is just practice, and it's a whole lot to do about nothing, but we all love to hear these things, and we hear that Jalen Hurts is still out here going crazy. 3 touchdowns today, still no interceptions the whole camp. And if you remember last camp, like I keep talking about, I mean, shoot, you could just go as far back, just short back, as to the organized team activities back in March, May, June, whatever, May and June. The OTAs, the mini camps and all that. And he was throwing interceptions then, and then he was throwing interceptions during the season. Then he was throwing interceptions during practice before the season last season and around this time last year. So to hear him not throwing any interceptions and taking care of the ball in practice, like I keep saying, man, proper preparation prevents piss poor performance, and it seems like that's the type of time Jalen Hurts is on coming into the season. So I'm so here for that. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm liking about that. Then you're hearing Nick and Jay are cruising with Dom in the back. They riding through practice, so everything seems to be on the up and up. Good vibes in camp right now. Like, what are you talking about? They got the old school tunes popping. It's like the old school Mobile. Jalen Hurts whipping it. They got rims on that thing. Is you kidding me? Nixon Sirianni inside a shotgun. But what I heard was that Jalen Hurts had to actually hit Nick, and, they had to pull over, and then Dom went and picked him up and put him inside the cart, because Jalen Hurts was mad at him. So, yeah, it seems to be true what everyone's saying. Like, they really do got beef, and he was just driving them to the blue tent. So, yeah, that's crazy. So that's out here. Now, I'm just flocking with y'all. But, no, things seem dope. I'm happy that things seem to be going the right way, man. But like I just said again, man, it's Ravens week. Flock versus flock. Let's go. Devin White said he has a new mindset. He has a group chat with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. And he said, you know what? They're trying to hold themselves accountable. And by holding themselves accountable, they're asking themselves this question: can my teammates trust me? And what better way would you know if you're doing the right thing than asking yourself that question? We could all ask ourselves these questions from day to day. So I'm just loving the leadership that these three are trying to instill within each other while trying to hold themselves accountable and holding the team accountable at the same time. So I'm loving how they're throwing that down over there. That's a beautiful thing, especially being that it's, it's cross locker room. You know what I mean? You got the defense and the offense guys coming together trying to make something better for this team. Did also hear Moro Ojomo speaking to that point also, like, they don't have Fletcher Cox there no more, albeit we still know, but at least in that room, in that defensive lineman room. And I imagine that Brandon Graham, he hops from room to room, and, he does what he does, and he's still a major vocal piece on that side of the ball, a major leader, like top dog, 15 years. What are we talking about? But Moro Ojomo was just speaking to the fact now that it doesn't really fall upon just one guy like it did with Fletcher Cox last year. It's all of these guys coming together to make this engine run the way it's supposed to run, to make this eagle fly the way it's supposed to fly. And I just love hearing that coming from the young guys trying to hold themselves accountable and instill leadership within each other. That's awesome to hear. You got Saquon is happy that Nick Gates is over here now. They just picked up Nick Gates from, anyway, Nick Gates, former Giants offensive lineman, former Commanders offensive lineman. I was speaking to optimistic Giants fan. He was telling me, like, listen, dude, he's not the fastest dude on the team. He's not going to be the best. He's not the greatest offensive lineman, but what he does bring is toughness. And that was damn near the same damn thing that I heard Saquon Barkley say today. And I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? I guess if it's real, if, optimistic Giants fan says it and Saquon Barkley says it, you know what I mean? Then it's got to be true. But yeah, Saquon says, he saw him come through the door and hopped on him like he was, pause. But, like, hugged him like, dude, like he ain't seen in years. Like, so he's happy to have him in the locker room, because what I do hear is that this guy brings hella toughness to that side of the ball, to the offensive line. So, in Philly, we love as Eagles fans, we love guys like this, guys that bring that energy and willing to put out on that field what we willing to put out on that field. And we love nothing more than that. So Nick Gates, I hope, will be a positive addition to this locker room, whether or not he makes it on the field or not. But, just that camaraderie that we seem to be building up, and the camaraderie that we saw instilled when CJGJ hit that jumper, like he said, LeBron in the fourth quarter, after having a whack game, he comes through and he going to close it for you. So he hit that jumper in practice, not in practice, in the meeting session with Nick Sirianni. He said, approach him. It was like, came at him like, yo, you hit this shot. We ain't going to have no more meetings. So, boom, he steps up. He says, I hit that shot. They asked him during this press conference, like, yo, are you trying to game Nick Sirianni? He said, that man, I was minding my business when that man came to me talking about some shot. Yo, like CJGJ is a whole damn nut. Like if you haven't seen that press conference, you have to watch it. This dude is nuts. Like I don't think he answered any of the questions they asked him, but he just had some things on his mind, some chips on his shoulders that he wanted to move up. Like he was definitely in game mode. We've seen him in these interviews before where he's cool, calm, copacetic, handling his thing, doing the right, just chilling. But you could tell this is like fresh right after practice, a heated practice from what I'm hearing. It was a little bit chippy out there. And he just carried that from the field into the press conference room, wherever they at. Like it's amazing. You got to see it. I just love that energy. Like he creates enemies is a bit of a strong word, but it seems to me that he creates adversarial situations so that he could get that dog off and get that dog out of him. And I'm just loving it. And I can't wait to see CJGJ back on this field, man, and our Eagles flying around, this defense flying around like we know they can. We just haven't seen it in quite some times. You know what I'm saying? But then you have to, we spoke to him. You got Saquon also saying that it feels like a college atmosphere when you come to an Eagles game. He said you go to a lot of stadiums around this league and you don't see quite the energy that you see when you go to a Philadelphia Eagles game. So he's loving that because, that's just what we do. We bring that energy. Like I was saying the other day, we bring it anywhere we go. We still like, what? We got Eagles West out there, man. Like, LA, I think that's why we always end up playing out there. When's the last time you saw the Rams or one of them LA teams come to Lincoln Financial? We're like, that's cool. They want that to be a home. Sure. Yep. We'll go out there, right? Because we know we get a dope West Coast road trip where it's nice and warm late in the season. And we know that our fans are going to show up and go crazy out there for us. We've seen it in Arizona. Everywhere we go. Arizona. Yeah, we should have kept that last Arizona game in Arizona last year. Oh, man. Flashbacks. But yeah, Saquon is also speaking to the fact that Shipley, he's very big on Shipley, how smart he is, how much of a great route runner he is. Like, he's like, he got 1,400 plus on his SATs. This kid, like, he's out here doing everything, and it just crossed my mind. I know this is wild, crazy, hyperbolic, but I'm a wild, crazy, hyperbolic Philadelphia Eagles fan, so why not say wild, crazy, hyperbolic things about the Philadelphia Eagles? Like, could you imagine if Shipley turns out like we have Saquon Barkley and a Christian McCaffrey prototype on the same damn team? Like, could you imagine if Shipley turns out to be that type of guy? I know that's kind of crazy. Like they're saying in the coaching staff, a lot of people saying like he reminds them, Nick Sirianni at least says he reminds him of a Danny Woodhead. And I have a very close personal relationship with Danny Woodhead, being that 1 year during fantasy football, I drafted Danny Woodhead by accident. I had like about 10 papers out here. I was going crazy. Paralysis by analysis, like I just had way too much stuff. But you know what? As it turned out, Danny Woodhead goes off for me for the first 4 weeks. I'm like, I'm a genius. Look at the papers. The papers was telling me what to do and they did it right? But as we all know, with Danny Woodhead, you can set your clock to an injury. And I hate to use that word, especially when talking about, he's retired though. He's out of the league. He's done well for himself. I just mean like you can set your clock to a Danny Woodhead injury and boom, yeah, my season's kibosh. Because if you know, like I know, Danny Woodhead is pretty much a backup. So if he's injured, who are you getting after that? You got no handcuffs. You feel me? Like what, it was Austin Eckler? It could have been Austin Eckler. I think Woodhead might have been starting over Austin Eckler back in them days. Whatever the case may be, Shipley seems to be high on Saquon's list as far as the running back room goes. He popped in Gainwell there a little bit too. It's like, but you could tell that he's head over heels over Shipley. Like that's that dude, and I can't wait to see him. However, I have heard that he's having problems with pass blocking, so he's gonna have to shore that up. He's gonna want to get on that field. You know what I'm saying? And then the craziest thing I heard was a few days ago, Morehead said that Smitty was leaving money on the table. Then you heard Smitty during his press conference. He said the same damn thing. Like, yeah, got to clean these things up. And it's just wild to me that a dude over the last 2 years, 80 and 90 receptions respectively, 1,000-yard, 2,000-yard seasons. There's room to get better for this dude. And I just like, it's wild to think this. And if we do see it, it's going to be even better. I can't wait to see how this season goes down, especially when we're hearing what we're hearing. He's out here cooking everybody. Kenyon Mitchell tried to step up and defend him today because like you heard AJ say the other day, like no one's been able to stop Smitty this whole damn preseason. Like, this whole damn camp, like no one's able to stop him. And sure enough, Kenyon tries to step up there and stop him, and he gets cooked. But Kenyon Mitchell seems to be like, like a parakeet or something. He's only got one trash talking line where he goes, that route was trash. And Smitty said he just walked by him and ain't even say nothing, just laughing at him because he says he's really blocking these dudes out. He's just on a mission this season, and I can't wait to see this come to fruition on the PHlockin field. And I got a few stock up, stock downs. I heard a few people saying the stock down on your boy Huff, according to, I think it was Eric Crack, something like that. And then I'm hearing from other people like he's over here, he's doing work. But regardless of whether you're having good or bad, there's going to be a whole lot of work for Huff to do. And I hope he steps up and does the damn thing, Huff and Puff, and blows every damn offensive line down for the rest of the season. But, yeah, just can't wait to see what this defense looks like under the tutelage of Vic Fangio. Once again, Moro Ojomo seems to be stupid hyped about having Vic Fangio on his side, at least leading this locker room right now, because he's like, if you look at the dudes that he's had under him before, they do work. Speaking of Christian Phillips and other guys on that Miami Dolphins defensive line that he had last year, yeah, y'all can tell I'm super OD distracted. USA is trying to pull away 9-5 right now. Cool, let's fucking go. Then you got stock up Johnny Wilson. Let's go. I'd love to hear that. For many years we've heard of the Eagles trying to have big slots, as opposed to other teams where you see the slot dude is usually a shifty guy, much like my guy Covey, because I'm the PPCFC, president of the Great Covey fan club. You know what I'm saying? So I need this guy do his damn thing, and I'm hearing what is it? What do they have against him? Because I heard, he gets respect in the locker room amongst the fellas, and he's just like these guys. You can even hear it in Aaron Morehead's description of what he wants from that slot position. They want big guys because big guys beat little guys. Seems to be something they took from Chip Kelly or something. But it's also true. But I just mean I think my boy Covey deserves a chance, man. He's a shifty dude. He gets out here. He's been showing out too, but. Of course, we're not going to hear nothing about the dude because everyone seems to hate Britton Covey, and I got to stand up for him all the damn time. But good to hear that Johnny Wilson is out here doing his damn thing, making great red zone. You know what I mean? Let's let it be a situational thing. I heard someone else even reiterate to the fact that maybe it'll be a wide receiver 3 by committee, which I would not be opposed to. Let's go switch things up. Similar to what Smitty was saying about the defensive backs, it's a good problem to have. He was speaking to the point that, and it would be amazing if Vic Fangio could find a way to implement this, that sometimes it's hard for these receivers to get a beat on 1 or 2 guys when you got 1 or 2, 3 guys running at them during the course of a game. So it could work to our advantage having all this talent that we do have on that defensive side of the ball, at least in that defensive back room right now. That would be flocking awesome. But yeah, Johnny Wilson out here doing work. And then we got Covey doing his thing, Jalen staying hot. We got a few injury scares, but we off on that because tomorrow we're going to hear about it, and we're going to hear that, oh, no, they was just chilling. They had to leave early. They had to go to a CJGJ party or something. Who knows? I don't know. But till the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You already know how I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. I ain't even got my watch. What time is it? It's always equals the clock. Of course I got the PHlockin watch. You kidding me? But yeah, man, we got questions, y'all. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania swoops down and runs wild on you? Say it with me one time. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. That's why I can go. It's only 4 days left. And that's going to be preseason football. And then we pretty much going to be bored of that after 2 quarters. I wasn't even that enthused by that kickoff, the new kickoff yet, but we ain't going to really see too much about that until the season kicks off. Quite literally and figuratively, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, and I haven't said this in a while, man. Va passados, that means go birds in Portuguese. They're having a watch party at the link. Are you kidding me? Ooh, for that game. Who's going through? I heard for $50 you could get on the field or go to the locker room. This is nuts. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm over here flying crazy. But you know how I do, man. Let's get the flock up out of here.